I look crazy. Hello, the world's nerds. Something individually has started happening to me over the last couple of times that I've come home. I get into this bad sleeping pattern. I can't fall asleep until like 2, 3, 4, last night 5 in the morning, and then the cycle begins of I wake up at like noon and therefore I can't fall asleep until 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. It's interesting because this break specifically now that I'm on summer break, the Friday I got home I was like, okay, I'm going to bed early. I went to bed at like 11 or midnight, which is pretty normal for me, and the next morning I didn't sleep late. I slept until like 9:30, and then the next night, what do you know? Couldn't fall asleep until 2. Why? Why does that happen? I don't get it. So, as any true nerd would, I am harnessing the powers of the internet, and I am going to tell you guys a little bit about what can cause abrupt changes in sleeping patterns. 'Cause I want to know. I want you all to know that the first thing that popped up when I Googled what causes abrupt changes in sleeping patterns was breastfeeding. I'm not breastfeeding, nor am I pregnant, nor do I have child. Now, for some of the common sense kind of reasons are any actual abrupt changes in your life that most likely were surprising. Sudden anxiety, a lot of stress, a change in your relationship. Things like that generally can upset your sleeping cycle if you have a lot on your mind and you can't sleep. If you are wondering, teenagers usually require about 8.5 hours of sleep to really be at their full capacity. It's interesting that so many people don't sleep that long anymore. Let's talk about delayed sleep phase syndrome. Don't know what it is? Delayed sleep phase syndrome, or DSPS, is a chronic, fairly common disorder of sleep timing. People with this usually can't fall asleep until very late hours and have difficulty getting up in the morning for school or work-related things. DSPS is treatable, however, it's unfortunately most of the time misdiagnosed and people assume that they have insomnia and therefore is mistreated. Another reason for abrupt changes in sleeping patterns is aging. Every day we are getting older and therefore our bodies are changing. Aging is a leading cause in sleeping pattern changes. Then there's some more serious reasons for a sudden change in sleeping patterns, and that can be alcoholism, I mentioned anxiety, depression or major depression, arthritis, heartburn, lung problems, all of those sorts of things, but generally things that you would know about from your doctor already. Now that I've told you a little bit about why these changes happen, we are going to talk about what you can do to change the sleeping patterns, because I want to change mine. One way to help your sleeping patterns get back to normal or reset your sleeping cycle is to not eat the 12 to 16 hours before you want to wake up. By doing this, the next meal that you eat, your body will assume is in the morning, and therefore your sleeping cycle will go back to normal as long as you are waking up at a reasonable time and eating breakfast then. Not having caffeine in your diet after 5 p.m. Try making yourself tired, aka work out before you go to bed, work out during the day, be active so that later on you will want to sleep. Don't drink energy drinks. Meditate. You can go on YouTube and look up meditation or yoga videos or meditation music, soothing music. Do that. Do what works for you and what you think is going to work best for your body. These are all things that I am going to try tomorrow night, and I will tell you how they worked out for me next week. I want to tell you about one more thing, and that is the Sleepy Time Calculator. I'm going to put the website name here, and it is a really cool website. You put the time in there that you want to wake up the next morning, and it tells you what time you should go to sleep to like jumpstart your sleeping cycle so that the next morning you wake up in between cycles so that you wake up feeling refreshed and nice instead of like you got hit by a truck. As long as you plan it out right, it works. I've used it. It really works, and it's a really good college student tool. All I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this and found it interesting and intellectually stimulating, and I will see you next week. Make sure to watch everybody else's videos, and bye. Infinity and beyond. Meep!